Welcome back to round 1 of game 2 of Flynn versus Dave in Bendigo's Modern Friday Night Magic. I've got Trent with me here.
What's going on, people?
Dave on the right's playing Death Cloud and Flynn's playing his own brew.
Black Red, Harvester of Souls, Team of Battle Rage hit you for 19 to kill you.
It was effective in game 1 because it went to Flynn.
Well, we see Tormented Soul. We see Tormented Soul, Deviant Glee, Titan Strength on turn 2. In for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a Scry. Go to 14, Sakura Tribe Elder. Doesn't look real cool there. But we do see Abrupt Decay hanging out in Dave's hand, so that's actually really good against Tormented Soul.
Gives him an answer.
Yeah, well, an uncountable answer. I mean, obviously he's on Black Red, but yeah, it's what you need against these decks.
But it's still a large chunk of his life gone very early.
Yeah, 50, excuse me, down to 13 already. Going to see another Sakura Tribe Elder here. Pass a turn back to Flynn, and we'll see what Flynn can cook up.
He's drawn another Titan Strength.
Go with the second Tormented Soul. This is good, having the ability to diversify your threats a little bit in these decks that like to just load up and go haywire.
Because if you don't have something to put your creatures on, you've got a lot of dead cards.
Oh, that's right. These decks have always these heroic, I say, hexproof kind of decks with, especially in this Innistrad block where he's playing from, playing like Geist of Saint Traft. What was another card that used to play for the hexproof deck? Invisible Stalker, that bloody bastard. That terrible card.
I think Reed Duke actually piloted Boggles in World Championships to a victory when he was still new to that physical magical scene.
Yeah, well, he made the World Tour the year before and came dead last. And then he came back and said, I'm going to win. And he actually ended up taking it out. So I came second. So Watson other one the year before? Was it Shenhar?
No, he's back to back at the moment.
Back to back, right? So Reed Duke was 3 years ago. God, time goes so quick. Anyway, back to
Dave's now played a Liliana Vest.
We see Liliana. Interesting card from the Death Cloud list. Generally see Liliana Vest, a bit of innovation from Old Man Magic.
I think it's quite a good card because you don't sacrifice a Planeswalker to Death Cloud.
No. That's exactly what I was getting to. It's quite spicy. I also know that Dave is a fan of Vraska the Unseen, also Planeswalker from Ravnica, which offers a really nice win condition on the back of, I'm going to play a Vraska, I'm then going to Death Cloud, you're going to discard your hand, you're going to discard your lands, you're going to kill all you guys, and I'm going to make 3 guys, and I'm going to attack you with one of them, and you're going to die. So, yeah, it's more of an innovative kind of thing from Dave. We see Mark of the Vampire on the Tormented Soul, 2/2 and lifelink, so this guy's coming in. Redirects the damage to Liliana. Liliana goes by.
Yeah, which is probably a smart move there, because if Dave starts looking through his deck for silver bullets, it could get ugly.
Well, I think here's a silver bullet right here. As we could see, probably the tutored card, I'd say.
I don't exactly call that a silver bullet. I just call that a big bullet.
Oh, it's the same thing in this deck, right? As we see Flynn untap here and come in for 3 more.
I think he has to raise. He can't try and sit there and block Primeval Titans all day.
I don't think you've ever been happy to block Primeval Titan. I think there's like 1 card in existence, maybe 2 cards in existence ever did that. That was Wormcoil and El Ashnorn, and they were in the same standard with Primeval Titan. But when it comes to flips a Solemn Simulacrum, but they got the trigger, so it wasn't from his hands. It's okay. We didn't get any more information than what Flynn wanted, unfortunately for Flynn.
And he saw that card last game, so it's nothing new.
It's good to know he left it in though. Not that you'd ever take Solemn out of a Death Cloud deck, but yeah, Solemn is generally a very spicy card. So
well, Flynn hasn't been around Magic for all too long, so I don't even think he knows what Death Cloud is.
Hopefully we see it eventually. See, I haven't had the...
I think this could be it here, couldn't it?
Generally tapping out for Death Cloud. Now what does Death Cloud do, brother?
You sacrifice everything pretty much.
So 3 black and X. Discard X cards, sacrifice X lands, sacrifice X creatures. As we see Flynn move and discard Harvester of the Dead, as Dave sacrifices himself a Thoughtseize, then they sacrifice their creatures, and then they sacrifice their lands. I believe that it was for 5, so that will leave Flynn with no land, no cards, no creatures, and Dave will keep 5 land. A huge, well, not even a tempo swing, just game breaking, as Flynn just slams them out and then says, all right.
Well, I think that's the card you wanted off the top, isn't it?
I don't think you can get much better. Like,
When you got no land.
okay, sure. And he'll reveal the Primeval Titan. Oh, Maelstrom Pulse.
Oh.
So you couldn't get much better than flipping a land into 6, say go, flip a Primeval Titan. We see Maelstrom Pulse to the hand, in for 2, and away for his Warble on the top of the deck.
I think this is what Dave wants to be seeing, the whole, you've got nothing and I beat you down with my 2-2.
Well, he's on a 2-turn clock as he's sitting on 3 life. As we see a second Maelstrom Pulse out of the sideboard from from Dave. Plays 3 copies in the sideboard.
Well, Flynn's now 3 land and holding a Teemo Battle Rage.
And on 1 life, I'm pretty sure. As we see, put away that Maelstrom Pulse, go and get himself a life and a land, flip his cards, shuffle his cards, and hopefully get something a little better than a second Maelstrom Pulse. So I do believe this is lethal. I'm pretty sure that Flynn's on 1, and we might see a game 3 very soon. But yeah, typically this is exactly how Death Cloud wants to resolve itself.
And a Damnation on top there.
It's just a,
Lovely card.
see another life, another grab from the Corsair, and Flynn. No, Flynn is not dead.
No.
Had it wrong.
I think he was on 11 when he just couldn't see the other
okay.
half.
Righto.
And Dave's
guess not.
forgetting to reveal here, but
Ooh, Frostburn weird.
Weird.
Ooh,
that is a Robert
Robert Wallace card if I've ever seen one.
Shout out to you, Rob, if you're watching.
He did reveal. That's
Yeah.
good. Shows him Vraska the Unseen, the card that we just spoke about before. Maelstrom Pulse in hand and Abrupt Decay on top. As well as a third card? Damnation as well. So a lot of
Options.
yeah, a lot of answers, I suppose, to this.
A Maelstrom Pulse is a sorcery, is that correct?
It is. What would you determine this? Just add like an aggro combo kind of red-black deck, I suppose.
It has to be aggro. Anything with
Well,
Battle Rage and
yeah.
Titan Strength has to follow the aggro.
I was going to say, it's got
range.
Titan Strength and Battle Rage and 1-drops. Like, you don't get much better than that.
Oh, and there's a Blood Artist, if I'm correct.
Yeah, now there's a bane of a lot of control players' existence back in Avacyn Restored. I distinctly remember playing against Tyler O'Halloran, who we'll see later on, who went on the play Blood Artist, turn 3 Blood Artist, turn 4 Blood Artist, as Supreme Verdict, and had to take 9. It was good fun. Really sucked. And I don't think I won that game, but yeah, as we see a Tormented Soul come down for Flynn and just pass the turn back. The life totals are actually rather relevant here. 5 to 7. Death Cloud does have its ability to take its own life.
Yes. I don't know if Dave's quite in that mindset at the moment. I think he has control.
I think he's well.
I don't think he needs to do the kamikaze attack just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Although he's got enough land that he can take out Flynn and keep himself alive.
Yeah, I don't think he has it though. That's the thing. And of course, it comes crashing into the red zone for 2. Drops Flynn down to 3. And we see Liliana follow up. No, we see 4 for Liliana.
It's 1 shy, isn't it?
Wait. Did you just move a Liliana from your graveyard back to the... Okay.
It was in Chinese versus English.
Okay. Well, you definitely tap 4 for Liliana there. I'm not lying this time. As Liliana looks like she'll tick up. And we'll see a Damnation. It's a bit more of a defensive line, just setting up the Vraska kill. As Vraska's going to make 3/1/1, guys. Actually, the exact scenario of what I spoke about before. Unfortunately, we don't have any rad assassin tokens to say I'm going to take your life, but
Vraska was a great card to play with. I wasn't using it often, but I got to steal one with the Jace, the Architect of Thought, once in Ultimate, which was just a highlight of my night.
yeah, we see 3/1/1 dice go and kill Flynn, and we'll off to a
With
game.
player
3.
Death Touch.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting little mechanic, but off to game 3.